All hail a beard, it's your boy Big Beard B, and we back for another edition of Big Beard Business. In today's video, we're discussing the first release from the house of Sean John Unforgivable. So here it is, guys. I know many of you out there are familiar with this one. This is Unforgivable from the house of Sean John. This was the first release from the house, if I remember correctly. This one was out in maybe 2005, 2006, and I got it for free. This one here is like my second or third bottle. I think this fragrance does well. I like it, but I'll get into that later. This bottle was pretty simple. As you guys know, Diddy likes to do things simple, but he also likes to shine and do things well. So you got the Sean John Unforgivable written on the front in gold. You have the gold cap with SJ on the top for Sean John. And then you have the gold itomizer. Distribution, pretty good. Nothing to write home about, but the distribution is pretty good on that one. And that's the presentation for Sean John Unforgivable. This one to me smells really nice. It's like fruity, but masculine, sensual, but vibrant at the same time. Really done well. For the first fragrance from the house, I think this one was done extremely well. Now, the note breakdown on this one is a ton, but I'll just go through some of the key plays on the breakdown. You have rum, you have sandalwood, you have tonka bean, you have bergamot, and a ton of other fragrances, man. I think you have grapefruit in this one as well, and maybe a woody floral accord in this one. There's a ton of notes in this fragrance, and it's blended really well. I really like this fragrance. I think the downfall of the fragrance is the actual performance, though. From a projection standpoint, I get maybe 3 hours on a projection, and then from a longevity standpoint, maybe between 5 and 7 hours max, which I think is okay, but I like the fragrance so much that I wish it would do better. The sillage on this one, they'll smell it. If you're spraying this like in the initial hours or so, they'll smell it if you walk past them, but outside of that, this fragrance really dies down to a skin scent and doesn't project and perform as well as I would like it to, especially with how great it smells. This one also reminds me of Bond No. 9 fragrance, the Hamptons. I think that one projects much better than this one. They smell pretty similar to me. So Bond No. 9, the Hamptons, if you're looking for this fragrance, is going to project and perform to the maximum. You can do that. A lot of people liken this fragrance to Creed Millesime Imperial, but to me, I don't get it. Ed Hardy, Love and Luck, I don't think that smells like it at all. But to me, Bond No. 9, the Hamptons, going to smell really close to this Unforgivable. Price point, this fragrance can be had for much cheaper now. I think you can even get this from Walgreens, Walmart, and obviously all of the gray market discount sites. You can get this at Fragrance Net, and if you're paying 30 bucks for this fragrance, you probably paid too much. So if you can get this at 100 ml for less than 30 bucks, you'll be good to go. It's a nice cheapy fragrance, so you can add it to your collection. It's a good starter fragrance if you're giving this to a kid as well. You can add this into the collection for a very cheap price. I wouldn't bother trying to find this at any of the big box retailers. I think this is probably long gone from there, and if it's still there, you're paying way too much for what you can get this fragrance for. I would tell you spend time, look online, because paying retail for this one is a no-go, especially if it's still available in your big box retailers. I would tell you not even spend the 30 bucks at Walmart, Walgreens, etc., because those are going to be the smaller bottles. You can get the big bottle for less than 30 bucks. You can also purchase this one at Amazon. I'll link and list that below in the description box. That way you guys can go ahead and check it out. I think this fragrance can work in a lot of different environments. You can wear it to work in the office. It should do well. It shouldn't offend anyone. Actually, one of my old employees used to wear this fragrance, and he reminded me of this because this one had a lot of dust on it because I just hadn't worn it in so long. But I'm like, oh man, you got on Unforgivable? And he was like, yeah. So I blew some dust off of it and I wore it again a few times, maybe on the weekends when I wasn't at work, because as you guys know, if I know you and you have it, I won't wear it around you. This one is also working in a casual environment. I think you can use this as a date night fragrance as well. Close quarters, especially because it comes a skin scent. You can definitely use that one for this. Will it work in the winter? I don't feel like it's strong enough to work in the wintertime. I feel like this one's going to be more so of a spring and summer fragrance. If you're here in Florida, you can probably wear this one all year round, except for those 2 or 3 weeks where it gets cold. Definitely a good one to have in the collection. If I had to give this one a rating, I would give it a 7. I feel like it's a little above average. It's not like a super generic, and again, generic's not a bad thing here. I feel like it's going to be a little unique in its smell, not too coiny. This one gets a 7 overall. I feel like it can do well for you, so add it to your collection if you like, or always try before you buy, but this is so cheap that it really doesn't matter. So again, it's your boy Big Beard B. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, and we back again. And if you don't hit that goddamn bell, I will not forgive you. That is an unforgivable thing, okay? So hit it, please and thank you. And you tell your friend to come and hit the goddamn bell as well, because we have to grow. We hit 5,000 subscribers this week. This is a community. Let's keep on growing. We need 150 million subscribers. If we all do our part, we'll go from this 5,000 we are to 150 million. A man can dream, can't he?